So, I mean, my question is, Luke.
Yeah.
Come on. You don't like situationships, Luke? Because you're... Okay, here's the thing. And I think Chad agrees. You're a very handsome dude. So you have your pick. You have your pick of the ladies. So why settle?
I think there's comfort in settling. Is
there growth in comfort?
Yeah, there is. I think there's growth in comfort. There's, of course, more growth in pain, but you have to have, to be comfortable, you have to have some understanding of pain. So you grow from that, if that makes any sense.
Okay. All right. Wise beyond his years. So I guess I'll give mine. One of my big gripes is flakiness. And you know what? We've had so many flakes for this show. Like, I invite some people on and they flake. They'll either ghost, like give no notice, or give like an hour's notice. But just like when it comes to dating, like being super flaky is kind of a big pet peeve of mine. Also, not being punctual. Like if someone's late, for me, that's like big deal. So, yeah. Anyways, so I want to ask. By the way, you won't offend me. So, who do you think is more flaky, men or women? And we're gonna start over here. Actually, wait. We'll let Luke go last. So you go ahead.
Men, 100%.
Men are flakier.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty flaky.
Hey, I appreciate your honesty.
I'm pretty flaky, and I'm always late. Like, I had a date on Sunday, and the guy like had to wait in the car for 15 minutes because I had like just gotten out of the shower.
No, I appreciate your honesty though. So,
but I think it goes. I think it goes both ways. I think both can be flaky.
Sure. Wait. So you had a date this past weekend?
Yeah.
I'm just curious. Like, you're on the dating app. Like, you're single. How many dates per week would you say you're going on?
Well, I'm a lawyer, so I'm not like just swinging them, like going on dates every night. I mean, I've been on a handful of dates for sure. Okay. And then I've messaged people, which was also whack, which we can get into later. But
you've messaged people?
No, they've like, when you can message on Hinge or whatever. So I've, you have conversation with people and then feel it out and then gone on some dates with those people.
Why is it? What do you mean? You said it's whack when you message. What do you mean by that?
Well, the conversation. So I think, it depends.
The conversation in person is whack?
Yeah. Like sometimes people are way better on Hinge or texting. And it's like, did your best friend write that or was that you? I don't know.
Sure.
So I think that sometimes it's like the energy's there when you're like texting or, when you're like long distance or something, but then you get in person and it's like it's not it.
Yeah.
That's definitely happened.
Definitely.
So.
Wait,
you
so you were 15 minutes, was it 20 minutes? 35?
In my defense, we were supposed to meet at 5 and he got there at 4:45.
Oh, so you got there at 5?
Well, he was picking me up. And so I was ready at I wasn't ready at 5. I was ready at 5:30, probably.
Wait, okay, so
it's a confusing situation.
The plan was 5. He got there at 4:45. You were not ready until 5:30.
It was like 5:50. I mean, so I had just gone back from San Diego from the Bad Bunny concert. So I was like recovering from the weekend, and then I like
how YouTube, by the way, gasped when she said Bad Bunny.
Legend.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I ended up driving back, down to meet up with this guy. And then I had limited time. I couldn't help the LA traffic. So that time it wasn't my fault.
Okay. Got it. He picked you up though?
Mm-hmm.
But you have a car, right?
It just.
Okay, so you don't have a car right now.
No, I do. No, I don't have a car. I walked here actually from downtown Santa Barbara. Yeah.
Oh, nice. That was a good little workout then.
Yeah. just 20 miles.
Yeah, a good 3-hour walk, probably more. Who knows? So wait, okay, so Wait, so you just don't have a car, or were you?
No, I do have a car.
You were
No,
tanked. You were
the
drunk.
plans were up in the air, so we didn't know like what we wanted to do. Like, were we going to dinner? Were we going to hook up? Were we going to do both? Who knows? You know. And so.
Who knows?
I know.
Oh, you knew.
We all know.
What did you know?
Nothing. I don't.
You don't know. You know that you don't. Okay, got it.
Anyway, so the date ended up. That was actually a cool date. I would say probably one of the cooler ones.
You guys got food, or what did you guys do?
Yeah, we got food,
okay.
talked, mellow, yeah.
Rock and roll. Who paid?
We actually split it.
Hey, good for you.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah.
Actually split it.
We actually split it. But I feel like that goes back to like the way I am looking at dating is like if I've gone on a few dates with someone where it's like romantic, then I feel like then they should pay for sure.
The guy should pay.
But I don't even I didn't even know if I like this guy. It's like,
wait, so sorry, just to clarify. So you're saying after you've gone on a few dates, then the guy should pay.
Well, it depends. I feel like it depends on the person. It depends on what you're doing. I feel like if you have like a whole day planned, I don't mind paying for some things.
Wait, and are you talking first date, or are you talking? Let's say you've been seeing a guy for 2 months.
Let me just say, if I'm going into it and I'm like, I solely want to hook up with this guy, like I don't care about his personality, I don't care about what he has to say, all I want to do is hook up with this guy, and I know that, like going into it, then like I can buy my own shit, it's fine. I don't need you to pay because I don't want to feel like it's like, oh my God, we have to hang out, like no. But if it's like it's more, there's like a more romantic undertone. If I'm like, ooh, we're going on a date, I don't necessarily know if we're gonna hook up, I'm like very intrigued, I'm interested, this could be you don't look like a creep, whatever, then it's like, okay, I'm down. It's more like date, more of like a formal date, I would say. And so then they pay.
The guy pays.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what about, so that's the first date. What about moving on from there?
I haven't gotten that far. I've gone on, I think.
No, not with this guy specifically,
oh, yeah.
but just like in general, you said when it's not just like a more casual thing, when it's looking to potentially be a bit more serious, a bit more formal, maybe a bit more traditional, you want the guy not only to pay for the first date, but also a continuity there. So the guy keeps paying. Is that correct?
Well, I haven't gotten that far with anyone yet, but I think that in relationships, I think it was definitely more like he would pay for a lot of in my last relationship, most of the time he paid when we went like out.
Like for dinner or
like
something,
for dinner,
or
he definitely paid.
And just remind me, that relationship ended when?
A year ago.
Mm-hmm. And was it a long?
It was 6 years.
6 years. So for 6 years, more often than not, you'd say he was paying.
Oh, for sure.
And were you guys about the same age, or?
Yeah, he was 3 years older.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also an attorney?
Also a lawyer, yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, that's kind of interesting. I want to finish up the flaking thing, but I do want to talk about who pays on dates and stuff. So that is interesting. We'll get to the who pays thing after the flaking thing. So who do you think is more flaky, men or women?
I mean, me personally, I'm really flaky, and so is like my best friend, and Alex is pretty flaky too. So I would say, like, I guess in my worldview, women, but I don't know.
Okay, fair enough.
Personally, I'm not flaky whatsoever. Because I was trained as a ballerina, I am very on the dot, always punctual, but I would still say women because all of my friends are really flaky.
I would say women because I flake a lot too, but I think it really depends.
Hey, no, appreciate the honesty.
Yeah. If you're a priority, then like I'm not gonna flake on you, but
right.
Same goes for the guys.
Sure. Can I ask? So, and you guys might not keep track of this, but like, how many times would you say you flaked on a guy for a date? Either like the day of or like within and not like you had like you were sick or, like you just were like, I'm not really feeling it. Like, forget it.
Like 3 or 4 times.
Okay.
Only once.
like 1 out of every 3, I'd say.
Okay.
30%.
I'd say about the same.
I'm not a flake.
You've never flaked?
No. And if
Okay,
I,
good
like,
for you.
if I have to flake, it's like for a good reason, like
Sure.
medical. Or
Yeah, if you're sick. Luke?
I am terrible with time management, but I don't feel like I'm a flaky person. Like if I make plans with someone, I'm gonna try my best to carry those out. It might be like 5 minutes late, but you know, and if I'm going to pick someone up, then I'll be on time. But if if a friend is coming to get me and we're gonna go hang out or something like that, and they're giving me the ride, they'll show up to my house and I'll just be getting out of the shower or something.
Okay. Got it. Okay.